Of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank, Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one.
No mercy, dude. You're anxious to play, here we go.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too... Time at the line there. Motion from the back. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. So now it's 2nd and long. Off from the shotgun. Powers, there he goes! Bust through behind his pad. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They'll toss it to the left. Oh, better look out. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's open on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Penn State! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. All wideouts, no backs. Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after it.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Going up top. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Memphis picking up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Part of the backfield. It's Singleton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grab behind the line. It's Ross. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's caught. It's Smith. The Tigers get enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Lewis wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Scores on the sneak.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Aller. That's caught. It's Pena. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's crossed. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Lewis to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Right back to him on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man, it's Smith. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Fires it incomplete. Chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Singleton. Hard running there. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Aller. A shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just feeds the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Aller. He wants it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This deep in the game, the entire outcome can swing on who makes the big play. And this time, great play by the defense.
Phenomenal job of just keying in. You could tell that defense was expecting that play with the game on the line. They had 11 guys
looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Might be changing the route. Looking looking to throw on first down. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Tiger! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Aller. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.